Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 8 and 9th. I welcome you in my lecture number 7 of unit number 3. Dear students, as you know, we are doing grammar exercises of unit number 3 and the topic is articles. In my last lecture, I taught you about articles, that there are 3 articles in English grammar, a and an. They are called indefinite articles and it is called definite articles. And now inshallah in this lecture, I'll teach you the use of indefinite articles. So dear students, I have written few rules for you to remember so that you can use and apply proper article when an exercise comes to you to solve. Okay, now let's see what these rules are. Rules to use a and an. Rules to use a and. These are indefinite articles. Okay, now let's see what is written here. Rule number 1. Rule number 1 is a is used before a consonant sound. A is used before a consonant sound. Dear students, if you remember in my last lecture, I taught you about the sounds, consonant sound and vowel sound. And now see what are consonant sounds. Examples are here. A cat. Cat is a noun and it is starting with C and C is producing consonant sound. That's why I put article a, not an. A cat. Similarly, dog. D is producing consonant sound. Girl. G is producing consonant sound. House. It is producing consonant sound. So I used article a. Fan. F. It is producing consonant sound. So a fan. Tree. T is a consonant sound. Tree. A tree. Okay. Because of consonant sounds, I applied article a with these nouns. So this is rule number 1. Now see rule number 2. An is used before a vowel sound. This is the opposite of consonant sound. An is used before a vowel sound. For example, an apple, an elephant, an ice cream, an orange, an umbrella. Now dear students, if you see that apple, it is starting with A and A always produces vowel sound. That's why I applied an apple. Similarly, elephant, this is E and E is producing vowel sound and this vowel sound has then article an. An elephant. Ice cream, I is vowel sound, so an ice cream. Similarly, orange, here O is producing vowel sound and an orange. Umbrella, here U is producing vowel sound, that's why an umbrella. So dear students, hopefully you have understood rule number 1 and rule number 2, that a is used with those words which are starting and producing consonant sound. And an is applied where nouns are starting or producing vowel sounds. Okay, now see next. There are few exceptional cases. For example, I have written here an honest man, a university, a 1 rupee note, an hour, a European girl, an MA in English. Now dear students, if you see, this is H and according to rule, H is not a vowel. But in this word honest, this H is silent. After this H, we have alphabet O. And O always O is producing here sound of vowel. That's why this word is not honest, rather this word is honest. H is silent and it is producing the sound of vowel sound, honest. So because of this sound, I have put here an honest man. Same is the case here with an hour. An hour. H is silent here and it is producing sound of O. O-U-R. This is not an hour, this is an hour. So an hour, because R is the O is producing vowel sound. H is silent. See now next case, a university. A university, here U is vowel but not producing vowel sound. It is producing its own sound, consonant sound. U has its own consonant sound. So because of this sound, university, I put here article A. Same is the case here, a European girl. In this word you can see E vowel, U vowel. But E is silent here and U is producing its own sound like consonant sound, not vowel sound. It is producing the sound of U. So because of U, we put a European girl. We are putting article A because this E is silent and U is producing its own consonant sound. It is not producing sound like umbrella, a. This is U. That's why a European girl. Here in this example, you can see a 1 rupee note. A and O is vowel, but this O is not producing here vowel sound. That's why I put a before this sound. A 1 rupee note. 1. There O is producing consonant sound. In this example, an M-A in English. M is consonant alphabet, but it is producing when we pronounce M, M. This is producing, it is starting with vowel sound. That's why it is always written an M-A in English, because M is producing vowel sound. Okay, dear students, I am sure that you have understood these points. Now let's see next point. Point number 2. A and are used before countable nouns. Now use of a and an. These two articles are used before countable nouns. For example, a car, a teacher, an elephant, an egg. These are singular and countable nouns. These are singular and countable nouns. Car can be counted. We can say a car, 2 cars, 3 cars, etc. Teacher, 1 teacher. For this, a teacher. We can say 2 teachers, 3 teachers. An elephant, we can say 2 elephants, 3 elephants. An egg, similarly, we can say 3 eggs, 5 eggs, 10 eggs. Means when we put a number, we can put number before nouns. Those nouns are called countable nouns. Car, teacher, elephant and egg. These are countable nouns and here they are singular nouns. That's why a, an. These two are consonant sounds. So a car, a teacher. An elephant and egg, because these two sounds are vowel sound. Now see your next point. Water, sugar, love and beauty. They're also nouns. Water is noun, sugar is noun, love is noun and beauty is noun. But we cannot put articles a and an with them because they are uncountable. We cannot count. We cannot say that a water, 2 water, 3 waters. That will be wrong. That will be wrong. They are we cannot count water. That's why we cannot put indefinite articles a and an with these words. We cannot say a water, that is wrong, a sugar, that is also wrong, a love, that is also wrong, and a beauty, that is also wrong. So they are uncountable. Like this is uncountable, this is uncountable, this is and this is abstract noun. So we cannot put a and an, means indefinite articles before uncountable and abstract noun. This was point number 2, rule number 2 in about the use of article a and an. Now see your point number 3. A and are used before such nouns which are unknown to the listeners. A and an are used before such nouns which are unknown to listeners. For example, I planted a tree in my garden last year. Here, tree is a noun and I have put article a with that because tree is unknown to my listener. If I am telling this sentence, I'm speaking that sentence to a person sitting in front of me. I planted a tree in my garden last year. So the listener does not know that which tree I talking about. I planted a tree. This is not specified. That's why I put a tree. Indefinite article a. But if I talk about the same tree in the second sentence, the tree has now grown. I'm talking about this tree. So in the second line, when my listener knows that I'm talking about that tree, so I put the article the, that is definite articles. I put the because this tree has been discussed in this sentence. In this sentence, tree is new and unknown to my listener, but here when I speak about something, when I speak something about the same tree, then I will use the, because here the listener knows that which tree am I talking about. Okay, point number 4, a and an are used to talk about non-specific nouns. They are used sometimes about showing they are used before a noun which are non-specific or unspecified. For example, do you have a pencil? Here before this noun I have put article a because I don't know that which pencil I am talking about. Like I am talking about any pencil, any general pencil, any general idea, any pencil. So that's why I will say, do you have a pencil? A pencil. Okay. Similarly, in next second example, I want to buy a pen. Here again I don't know. I'm not talking about a particular pen, just I am talking about a pen, and that's why it is here unspecified. That's why I used article a with that. He wished to eat an apple. Here apple is noun unspecified. We don't know which apple. It's a general idea. He wished to eat an apple. An apple because of vowel sound an, and pen, pencil because of consonant sounds a. And these three sentences are giving us an idea that these nouns are not specified. We are talking about these nouns. We are applying these articles because they are unspecified objects and nouns. Okay, no articles are used, that is a and an, with plurals. When nouns are in plural, then we cannot use a and an. For example, with plural noun, we cannot use, if I say books and eggs. This, if I say books and eggs, this is plural. I cannot put a books or an books, that will be wrong. So, with plural nouns, we cannot use a and an. Similarly, with uncountable noun, we cannot use a and an. We cannot say a water or an ink. Yes, we can say an ink pot, but ink pot will be an other object. Ink pot will be countable noun and ink is uncountable noun. Then third is with proper nouns. For example, Ahmed, Peshawar, Holy Quran. We cannot put these two articles before this. We cannot say a Ahmed, a Peshawar, a Holy Quran. We cannot say. So a and an, these two indefinite articles are not used with plural nouns, with uncountable nouns, with proper nouns. Okay, dear students, I hope that you have understood the use of article a and an. And inshallah, in my next lecture, I will proceed towards the rules of using definite articles, that is the.